Diecastnorbz is a channel devoted to the teen to adult toy collector, pop culture fans, and fellow nerd enthusiasts. This is a PG-13 channel. I might say so. Viewer and parental discretion is advised. Welcome to another episode of Diecastnorbz, INTERGALACTICHOOLIGAN, and I really appreciate you all for coming down and checking out my channel today. I know I haven't been on this whole entire weekend and everything, and I had lots to do, but I'm here now, and I'm here to check out these little guys over here, Blokees. Finally, I got my hands on a few of these and everything, and I have been looking everywhere for them in my local markets and everything because I kind of wanted to have that feel of instant gratification when I actually went over to the stores, but I couldn't find any whatsoever. And then super friend Robert Salsman actually sent me over a few of these guys and everything so I can experiment with them. He had a few that were actually left over from some of the blind packs that he actually had. I dislike blind packs, but at the same time, what are you gonna do? I kind of feel as though if I actually had a whole box of them, I would have actually loved blind packs. But these guys are great. They're great to construct, great to all together and everything. So hang with me. Let's check this guy out, and let's check these guys out because I have a few of them that I'm actually experimenting right now, and I'll show you how to put one of them together. So check these guys. Hang out with me. Let's get into this, and welcome to the show. If you haven't already, please hit like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, as I am still trying to get myself over to 1,000, and I would appreciate your help in doing it. You can actually make the difference. Just hit the subscribe. It's down there. Hit the subscribe for me and everything. I really appreciate it. And now, let's get on to some Blokees. I'd like to give you a non-paid announcement. That's a non-paid announcement. You got that, YouTube? You got it? And this actually does two things. It'll actually help me work on my voiceover stuff and everything like that I'm actually trying to create a catalog for, and also to advertise for Optination. He is actually doing a wonderful job with Planet Toys Utah. Planet Toys! Yeah, Planet Toys Utah. Planet Toys Utah is a great site. You can actually find old toys and new for all of you, and he's selling just great stuff out there. Go over to Planet Toys Utah, tell him that Diecastnorbz sent you, and you can actually get 25 off on all items in the store, excluding pre-orders. So that's not to pre-orders. I'm sorry about that, but that's the way it goes. You just can't do it. You just can't do it. But anyway, go over to Planet Toys Utah. Planet Toys! And check that guy out and everything. You can actually use NORBS Galactic 25 for 25% off. That's NORBS Galactic 25. And just tell them the die has been cast for buying you some of these toys. Anyway, so go check him out. He's amazing. And now, let's get back to the review. PlanetToysUtah.com. So, is it Blockies or Blokees? And that is my question here. I know I have, excuse me everybody, just adjust my legs. I know I have actually been kind of all over the place as far as that's actually concerned. And I've heard everybody calling it different things and everything between Blockies and Blokees. But these guys are so great. Now, I know my own rule for Transformers is I never buy a Transformer that I can't transform, because I think that's kind of a part of the story behind Transformers and everything. You should, if it's a Transformer, it should actually be able to transform. And I know a lot of people actually love their Action Masters and everything like that. And then when Action Masters came in, I was out. You know what I mean? I really could not have a Transformer that didn't transform or anything back in the day. And same today, but these guys are a lot of fun to build, actually. They're they're Cybertronians, right? I mean, they don't transform or anything like that, but it's really nice messing around with these guys and everything, though. I actually got these from my friend Robert Salsman, and he actually sent me 5 of these guys just so I can actually try them out and check them out and see if I like them or anything like that, because he actually kind of like really wanted to get my honest opinion about them, and I think that they are pretty fun. Like, we actually still have over here Optimus Prime, Shockwave, Ultra Magnus, and Ironhide, and great builds altogether. Classic quality is really through the roof on these guys. Let me check out the first Transformer I've ever gotten, which is Ironhide here. And sorry about that, I had to transition into some more lighting here and everything, just so you can actually check these guys out. What they kind of like make me think of when they're actually represented here is that they kind of look like characters that you would actually see in a 3D game or something like that, or like in any PlayStation game and everything, you know what I mean? Like, even with Ironhide over here, he looks like he actually just has those very chibi qualities about him and everything like that, with like the short and squat build and everything, a little bit of a bigger head and everything, you know? But like, these guys are actually pretty fun though. I'm not exactly sure if I think the stock of the length of the neck is like a little bit off to me. I think they're a little bit too long for these guys and everything, and I really want to see exactly how they translate on like different characters and everything. But like, aside from that, they are great. They're really nicely done, really nicely built. Plastic quality is actually through the roof on these guys and everything. So I mean, for like a simple build, they're great, you know? We actually have like a lot in the way of articulation here and everything. We actually have an up and down on the neck over here, where you can actually twist it all the way out, and then you'll see exactly why you actually have this great range in the arm movement here and everything, because it's actually made up of a ball joint that's actually connected to a ball joint on the inside. The only differentiation for that is actually on Ultra Magnus over here, because of the fact that that body is actually like a little bit more widely stocked and everything. But aside from that, these guys are great. So we actually have 360 right over here. You actually have a bend right over here at the elbow that goes a little bit over 90. You actually have a wrist articulation, and you can actually kind of like come over here and exchange the fist and everything. They have like a multitude of fists to choose from and everything, so like that's actually great. You can actually have this, you can actually have like a splayed hand like we actually have over here in Ultra. Yeah, and so like they actually really do come with like a whole bunch of stuff and everything. And even on Megatron, you can actually see that they're actually kind of like put on like little sprues here and everything, and that's actually really great. These pieces right over here that actually constitute the hands and the joints are actually on sprues. The rest of it actually comes pretty like loosely packaged in the bags and everything like that, but you'll see exactly how they actually look. We actually have like a 360 right over here on the waist. That's actually really nice articulation going right over here for the front and back kick and everything. We actually have a rotation right over here under the knee, and that's actually really nice. And then you actually have it in 2 different places and everything like that. So if you actually wanted to do this, you could. And then like right over here also, but it's not going to be as effective because of that joint right there, you know? So that's actually sad, but that's okay. Oh yeah, and then we also have like articulation right over here, so that's actually really nice. And then a nice ankle pivot, and it goes everywhere and everything, you know? So like, all in all, these guys are great. You know, there goes Ironhide. He looks actually pretty fantastic. I do have like just one issue, and I kind of wish that the helmet itself actually went a little bit further down into his head, near his eyes and everything like that, because like that's kind of like the way I guess the 80s are affecting me here and everything like that. I kind of like to see this like a little bit more closely put onto his head and everything, but it's really great though. Let's see, we actually have his pistol right over here. You can actually take that out and put it back into his hand again and everything like that, so that's actually really nice. And then you have these blast effects over here that connect, so really nice. I love this guy so much, and the painting job on this is great. I love it. Kind of wish it came with like a non-broken window here and everything, but it's Ironhide, you know? So let's go over here, and They even have these little chips right over here, so if you didn't actually have the booklet, you can actually come over here and there's a QR code that you can actually like get in touch with Blokees over in China and everything like that, I think, and then you can actually like scan in your, you can actually scan in how to put these guys together and everything. And then we actually also have these right over here. This is actually kind of like the instruction booklet over here that actually shows you how to put them together. Once you've actually put one together though, you've actually put them all together, you know, with like maybe varying differences and everything like that with weaponry and like all the other stuff that actually goes into it. Like you see Prime over here, he actually has a backpack, so you can actually put that on. And then Megatron will actually have like all of this stuff dealing with his stock and everything like that on his back. So there we go, and there goes Megatron. You can actually see how to put that guy there. How to put that guy together. I really need that prowl though, you know, that prowl and then probably smokescreen, and then maybe like one or two of the seekers and everything like that, because that would be kind of cool. But yeah, these guys are great. I really love them. And let me just get that out of the way, and now let's just give you a good look at Ultra Magnus here. And he really is my favorite of the group so far, you know? It's like between Ultra Magnus over here and Nemesis Prime so far, but this guy is just wonderful. And he doesn't have, there's one thing that he doesn't have that Ironhide actually does, and he doesn't have like the full range over here, because this is actually just kind of like connected right over here and everything, but that is what it is and everything like that, because of his like stockier body type. I kind of wish they actually made like another type of ball joint here and everything like that for him especially, so he can actually have like a fuller range. He actually does come with like another, let's see, here it goes. He actually does come with like another one of these and everything like that, where you can actually kind of like insert it into the arm and everything like that, so you can actually have like a little bit more of a range of movement and everything like that. But that actually goes right over here, and then it kind of like looks weird when you're actually doing like having him do extended poses and everything. But it is what it is there and everything. There goes the back of Ultra Magnus right over here. Just really good stuff here and everything. And if you actually wanted to, you could actually probably put his blaster like right there and everything for storage. So there you go. And he also comes with like a multitude of different hands and accessories and everything. But I really love this guy. As soon as I saw this guy, he was my first build, and I absolutely had to build him right off the bat and everything like that, because it's Ultra Magnus. Like that, like Ultra Magnus can do no wrong whatsoever. Now, one thing that actually did differentiate him from Ironhide is that when putting him together, his head was actually composed of like a few different pieces. Like this blue piece right over here is actually what became his eyes. So, and then like you actually had the head and the face and everything like that, because this is actually like 4 pieces all together, and I love that so much. So anyway, Shockwave is actually kind of like no different when it comes down to like the head pieces and everything, because his face and everything was actually composed of like 1, 2, and then 3, and then 4 pieces all together and everything like that. So his face was like kind of like a small little build and everything all together, but just a really great Shockwave though. So good. And they didn't forget the hose or anything like that. Just like these small little details are actually great here and everything. He's got his Decepticon symbols right over here on the forearms. That look here is just really nice. I love what they actually did with his chest. Beautiful stuff here and everything, you know, I love it, and love the fact that they actually remain consistent with his colors and everything. So there we go. And now, there we go, Nemesis Prime, which is actually like really my second or first favorite and everything like that. I really do want the Optimus version of this, but this guy is just beautiful. He's got these amazing hand blasters right over here and everything. He's got his sword. He's actually ready to cut you, you know? So that's actually really great. And then there goes the back. I love like the sculpting that goes on in here. And then that's actually really awesome. I love it. The red eyes are actually kind of like more of a pinkish red than anything else. But there we go. And now we can actually go into here, because now we're going to be putting together Megatron. And Again, Megatron's actually like all in pieces here and everything like that, but he is actually going to be able to, we are actually going to get a good build on this guy on everything all together. Like, he's just really wonderful. And let's start off by removing these pieces from the sprue altogether, and they're really not hard to like actually remove altogether and everything. Just let me clear that up. There we go. And then if you actually wanted to, you can come over here and kind of like remove these pieces of flash and everything like that with like maybe an X-Acto knife and that sort of thing, you know. You can always come back to that a little bit later on though and everything, you know. I've got like a lot of sprues to get rid of and everything, but they're really, really easy to take out. So there goes all his hands, and then let's just check out that splayed fist, that splayed hand here. That's really nice modeling right there, you know? I love this so much. And now we're gonna, let's see, you have like your faction symbols right over here. So all we have to do is just twist that out a little bit. And it doesn't really take like that much or anything like that. Like, I don't even think that you really need an X-Acto knife on these or anything like that, because they're like really nicely done enough where you can actually remove it with like minimal force and everything all together. So just let me get these out. Here we go. And now these pieces over here will actually constitute the joints. So let me just do this without like having them fly across the room. There we go. And then these are just so easy to put together. I'll show you that in a moment. Just let me remove this and that. Not lose this. And now we'll remove this. There we go. And there we go. And this is like, these are two of the joints all together and everything. And when you're actually putting together the joints, you just want to come over here and over here, and over here. And they just kind of like intersect into each other. So all you want to do is just like take them and squeeze them just a little bit. Just like put them right there. And there we are. And then that's a joint, you know? So that's actually really cool. And then for the red itself, like I didn't really see this much of an issue when it came down to like the other ones, like the black and the white versions of it and everything like that, or the gray. I think it just shows up more because this is red, you know? So there we go. And then we'll just put these two together. Like so, there we are, and there we go. And now we're actually kind of like ready with two of the joints. And now we'll just like take this off. This is actually going to be another shoulder joint right here. So let's just do this and get that off, and we'll actually put this to the side. And then we'll actually get these other joints right over here. Right over here. And it's really fun building these guys. Like, they're a very quick build. More than anything else, you're actually just gonna have fun just like putting them together, and then just like you have your character already done and everything like that, you know. So I think that's actually really nice. And then you have like alternate faction symbols and everything like that. You have a Decepticon side on one, and then the Autobot insignia is actually going to be right over here. So that's really cool. Good for playability. Oh, I forgot to show this off. We actually have like Energon cubes. I really need more of these things. These things are great, you know, just like really solidly done too and everything, you know? So there we go. And let me just put together these over here. And again, there we go. Just put this together like this. And you have a joint. And now this, and we have another joint. So after I'm done with this, just let me pause this for just a second. Let me clean up a little bit over here and everything, so I can actually kind of like start putting Megatron together. I just want to get rid of like all of these things right over here on the bottom over here, and like this over here. So let me see what I can actually do about that really fast with an X-Acto knife, and I'll be right back. And now that I've gotten those cleaned up as much as I can and everything, we're gonna start putting these together. So they're really, really simple to put together and everything. Let's start doing the legs. We're gonna start off by, and then we have like these clear pieces. Oh, sorry about that, everybody. We have these clear pieces that will actually be the ankles. So what I do is I make sure that those are actually like over there, and then we'll actually use the feet. And then we'll actually insert them right in here. What's nice about Blokees is that these are actually so well done and everything like that. They are super tight as soon as you actually place them on and everything, so that's actually really nice. And then we'll actually come over here and then we'll intersect them right over here to like actually form one of his legs. And then this is really nice also and everything like it. You have a piece right over here that actually goes right into this section, and then it just kind of locks in, but like it doesn't necessarily lock in where it's actually like there forever. You can actually take it off, and you can actually kind of like, if you actually wanted to exchange any part on any Blokees and everything, you could actually almost like, I'm gonna call it Scramble City, all of these and everything all together, you know? So that's actually very cool about this. And then we'll actually put this over here, and then that's actually gonna be one of our joints here. And you hear that? That's actually so nice. And then this piece, and then there goes one of the legs. So we'll place that over here. And now we're gonna come on over here and we'll do the same thing on this side. So this little clear piece right over here goes into this foot. Just let's make sure that this actually goes all the way in there. There we go. And now we actually we can come over here for this, and there we go. And now we'll get this, and then another one of the joints, and that actually gets inserted right in here. And then we can do this. There we go. And that's another leg done. And now we'll come over here. Like I said, they're really, really nicely done and everything. I love everything that they actually did with this, because look at that. There's no shaking whatsoever. There are no loose parts whatsoever. They did a really great job on these Blokees here. Let's get the back of his trousers here. There we go. And in the front. And there we go. And that's so far Megatron's bottom half. And now we can actually come over here, and then we'll actually do this. It's very much like building Legos in the way where you actually had like the Lego man and everything like that you'd actually have to like combine with like the top. But this is actually kind of like constitutive of like his inner chamber and everything. I really would have loved to see them do more on this as far as like decoration and everything like that, but that would have actually been like, I don't know if it would have actually went out of budget or anything like that for a simple toy like this, but it's very cool. Okay, there we go, and then let's go over here, and we'll actually insert this right over here like that. And this is actually just great engineering right here and everything, and that just takes you away, you know? There we go. Now let's go back, and there we go. And then this piece over here, you'll actually notice that there are like two slots right over here and over here. You actually want to make sure that these actually just kind of like get driven right into. There we go. And then you'll hear that snap, because that's actually brilliant, you know? It kind of like snaps right into this piece right over here. Just want to make sure that everything is actually okay here. There we go. And now the front of the chest. And then 4 peg slots right over here for 4 pegs. And just like squeeze that in. Make sure that everything is actually right where it should actually be. And so far, just beautiful right there, you know? Let's just get this. There we go. Lower arms. We'll go over here. We'll actually put these in. And then we'll actually come over here, and then forearms. Really, really nice. Really, really nice so far. And then we'll come over here. I'm such a big fan of these guys. They're so good. I really do think I'm probably just going to go out of my way and just go get like another set of these guys just to build it and everything like that. Because my little nephews have actually like really gotten to be fond of these guys and everything like that all together. And they're actually kind of like experimenting with playing with these guys and everything. And I just do not want to disappoint them whatsoever or anything like that. Like these are just fun. Now there's a couple of pegs right over here that actually goes into like two of the sliders. So let's put that in. There we go. And everything snaps in really, really nicely on every single one of them. Except maybe Shockwave. Like I think Shockwaves is like maybe a little loose and everything like that. But like aside from that, there goes the body. And then we actually need one more peg for over here. There we go. And now we can actually kind of like do this. Insert the hands. There we go. And another hand right over here. Here we are. Let's get this fusion cannon going. It's a really, really easy build. There we go. And just let's do that. And let's do this. There we go. And now we have fusion cannon all ready to go. We'll put that right over here, so he can be as Megatron as he actually wants to be. And now, oh wait, I'm not even done yet. Let's go over here. And now, let's see. They actually thought of everything as far as like Megatron stock is actually concerned. So like right over here, you actually have this slot that goes right over here. And it doesn't snap in, but it's actually a really nice secure hold. And there we go. Let's put that on the back. There we are. And again, really, really nice with what they actually did with Megatron and everything all together. You know, it's so good. And now let's get his face. And there's his Megatron face right over there with his red eyes. Let's make sure that actually goes into the ball. And finally, the last piece right over here to make Megatron what he actually is. And there we are. And that's Megatron. That is so good. That is so good. And again, every time I see these guys, I keep on feeling as though like they're actually just exactly what they should actually be as like CG characters and everything like that, as far as like video games and that sort of thing is actually concerned. I can actually see them running around in like a PlayStation or like a pocket game or like a cellular game or that sort of thing. You know what I mean? So like so good. And then also we can actually use this. There we go. We actually have blast effects and everything like that. So there we are. So good, so good. Everything about these guys are actually great. And then again, we actually have that really amazing articulation here and everything, you know. We can actually go out to about here and everything on Megatron based on these two triggers and everything, based on like the two trigger butts and everything like that. So there we go. So good. I love this so much. Like, Blokees really are amazing to me and everything. The plastic quality is amazing. The way they're actually built is actually superb. And then we can actually come over here and then just let me give you a little bit of a comparison between him and, say, Ultra Magnus here. Really, really nice, you know? And then, there we go. Let's get in Shockwave. Since I actually have all my comparisons here. Sorry about that. Shockwave kind of like knocked Ultra Magnus out over here. That's not supposed to be done. Oh, one thing that's actually great about Shockwave is that he actually comes with like a couple of like alternate. He actually has like one other alternate hand that's actually something that only he does and everything like that for his salute. You know what I mean? And that's really nice. But also, if you actually exchanged his hand right over here, I actually put a splayed hand over here. So let's do that. We'll just do this. There we go. And now you can actually give Shockwave a Shockwave, which also comes in like two parts and everything. So that's actually really nice. You know, do that. Put that back on. And there we go. And then Shockwave actually has another Shockwave blaster, or you can actually pretend that he actually transformed into his blaster and then give it to Megatron, and then he can actually do this, you know? So like, that's actually really cool. There's like a lot of playability with these guys. Or you could actually give Megatron a pointer hand, because like he did come with a pointer hand and everything, so you can actually give him that, and then you can actually kind of like, there we go. Now he's actually giving commands and everything like that off to Nemesis or something like that, or you know what I mean? Or he could actually be like, Starscream, you've disappointed me, you know? Like, that's actually really awesome. I love these guys so much. Blokees are really a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun, and I really highly recommend these guys. So if you get a chance to go and find any of these guys all together, go off and do it. You're not wasting your time whatsoever. I think that they're actually really wonderful. And there we go. And that is my review on Blokees so far and everything like that. I really kind of like want to get like a few more of these guys all together and everything. I am definitely looking for an Optimus Prime. I'm definitely looking for a Prowl and Smokescreen, you know? So there we are. These guys are great. But I definitely had to talk about Blokees today and everything, and really love them a lot. They are just fun little figures that you can actually kind of like put together, army build and that sort of thing, and then like have like adventures with and everything like that. I think that they're actually wonderful stuff. These characters are actually like a breath of fresh air and everything like that. I think that this is exactly where Red should have actually gone in the first place and everything like that. Just like little little chibi characters like this and everything like that. I think the plastic quality is actually so much better on these guys than it was on like anything that Red actually did. You might have like a couple of inconsistencies and everything like over here on this version of Shockwave. I actually have like a little bit of a loose like upper arm and everything like that. Nothing that can't be fixed or anything like that. And still yet, look at how vibrant those colors are. They're wonderful stuff right there, you know? So I love them. And then Ironhide, you know, just because. Just really spectacular and everything. So if you actually get a chance to go off and go get like any of these guys or anything like that, go and find them. They're really worth of the time and everything like that. I kind of like almost feel like I need to like make these into chess pieces or something like that, so I can actually finally learn how to play, number one. Or number two, like, I don't know, Monopoly pieces or something. They're great. You can actually use them for a multitude of different reasons and everything like that. So I'm actually gonna go bananas having fun with them. And I kind of want to teach my little nephews about playing Monopoly and everything like that. I think we're actually going to take it to something a little bit more real and everything like that, you know? I have a Transformers Monopoly set somewhere or something like that. Yeah, these guys are actually going to be it, you know? So, like, they're fun. They're really a lot of fun, you know? I am thoroughly enjoying these guys. So, if you get a chance, get your own, you know? Like, Ultra Magnus, that guy is awesome, you know? I really want to see exactly how it actually works out with, like, the Seekers and with the female bots and everything like that, and definitely, like, the Dotson brothers and everything, because, like, I think those characters are just wonderful designs and everything, and I've always loved them all together. So, yeah, there's a lot of experimenting to do with these and everything like that. I already need more room just for these guys, you know? And I didn't think I was going to, you know? That's the thing. I didn't think I was actually going to really be thrilled with these guys all together and everything, you know? But, like, when I got them in hand, they're just awesome. They're amazing. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go right here and everything like that. I appreciate each and every one of you joining me for my trip through nerddom. I'm like super stoked about these guys all together, you know? So go up and get those, and that really is it. I really appreciate each and every one of you for joining me once again for my trip through nerddom. I appreciate you, and especially you for joining me once again. If you can, please hit the subscribe button, please hit the like button and everything, get my algorithms going and everything, share me around all over the place and everything. I really appreciate all your help. And as always, treat yourselves amazingly. You are the number one in your own story and everything like that, the head character, the lead character in your story. So make sure that you're treating yourselves amazingly, worthily. Make sure that you know that you're worth everything that you have actually put into the world. Make sure that you actually take the positivity and like and all the love and bring it out there through every single person that you actually touch and everything like that. Send all that positivity out through the universe back over here, over to HQ, because I could always use some myself. And as always, when these stop being magical, well, there we go. When these stop being magical, that's when I'll stop collecting. I look forward to talking to you soon.